Coming up right now, Elon Musk says only certain people should reproduce in order to keep up birth rates. This is the advice coming from a father of 11.
Also coming up, see why a pole dancing grandma says that life started for her in her 50s.
And later, what Cher says she will never give up, even when she turns 80.
We've got your trending news and entertainment starting right now on Daily Flash.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrea Jackson.
Hi, I'm Mitch English. So glad to have you hanging out with us today. We got an hour packed with trending news and entertainment. We're going to have some fun today, too.
I know how you feel about buffets.
Yes. First off, they're not worth it anymore for me. I don't eat as much. After I had the weight loss surgery, I was like, the buffet is a complete ripoff. But it's the thing touching, and there's so many. The sneeze guard came out because of buffets.
What do you think about the self-serve soda machines?
My gosh, we just had, they have these new ones with the computers, and I'm thinking all the people touching these buttons up here, and I'm like touching it like I do an elevator with my knuckle. It's a breeding ground because I'm certain they never get washed.
McDonald's has just announced within the next 10 years they're phasing out all of their self-serve soda machines in their dining areas, and instead you're going to have to depend on somebody who's coming around the dining room if you want to refill on your soda.
Oh, really? And are they saying it's just cost prohibitive?
Cost prohibitive. They want to cut down on the abuse, people stealing, overuse, that sort of thing. So they're saying like it's about time that we just try and revisit our business model when it comes to the all-you-can-drink soda bar.
All right, McDonald's, listen. If somebody comes in with a cup and they get you a drink and everything, they're going to probably order something. They probably wouldn't have come in with it. What is it? What did they calculate? Isn't it like a penny, less than a penny for a drink or something like that?
Yeah, but it's the people that come in with those giant, their giant mugs or their jugs that they drink out of all the time. So it's not just the customers within the restaurant, but it's the other people who are coming in and taking advantage.
It's the, I'll have a water.
Yeah.
And they give you that little tiny sacrament cup, and you're like, thank you. And you're like going up there like 10 times a day. All right, so this is interesting because they've been using those kiosks and getting rid of people because they don't have to pay them $14 an hour. So now somebody's have to go around and see if they want to
So it's a little bit of a shift with McDonald's because they're taking away those soda machines, but they're going to have somebody actually in person. If they're going to have to pay somebody hourly, $15-20 an hour, they're going to have to start serving at the dining tables and picking up trays and that sort of thing.
Wow. I haven't had a soft drink in a year.
You haven't?
Yeah, well, it's a big deal for me. If you knew, I was chugging Dr. Peppers every day. So I guess it won't affect me too much.
It shouldn't. I just got hooked on the Coca-Cola in the bottles that are made in Mexico because they've got the cane sugar.
Yes, and there is a big difference. I do miss that. Elon Musk says that he wants birth rates to increase globally, but he believes that only people of a certain intelligence level should actually reproduce. The 52-year-old Tesla CEO who quietly welcomed a third child with ex-girlfriend Grimes is no stranger to voicing his opinions on procreation. Back in July of 2022, Musk, aka Iron Man, tweeted that he was doing his best to help the underpopulated crisis. He claims that the birth rates were at a bigger risk of civilization than global warming. It's worth noting that Musk has 11 children with 3 women. This is something I found out just the other day. I knew he was married. I didn't know he had 11 kids. Walter Isaacson, the author, am I saying that right? Isaacson, thank you. The author of Musk's forthcoming biography revealed the tech mogul offered to, quote, donate his sperm to the Neuralink executive so that the kids would be genetically his. He is one to know how to get back into the news and that sort of thing. But I would not put it past him for him to do that.
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation too when you talk about the underpopulation right now because there are fewer couples having babies and that population growth is sort of stunted across the globe. So he's, suggesting, look, we really need to take another look at this and find out, who's procreating, who's not procreating, how can we make this better for everybody?
Do smart people two smart people together, does that make a smart person? Because I know that two beautiful people don't always make a beautiful child.
Doesn't always guarantee a beautiful child, that is true.
You have to tell me that child is beautiful, but that's not always the case.
Well, this grandma is taking a stand upside down, so to speak. 53-year-old Carrie Burnett is a pole dancing grandmother from England who says her life began once the exercise became part of her routine. And not only is she in the best shape of her life, she says she is able to make a living teaching others the art of the dance. From a young age, Burnett battled an eating disorder, saying that her dream of becoming a dancer was crushed after being told she was too fat while she was on stage in school. But since discovering the gym and pole dancing, her life has changed for the better. Burnett began pole dancing when she was 47 years old. She made a bucket list and pole dancing was on it, but at the time she feared she was too old. She decided to take the plunge, try class, got instantly hooked.
I remember when these pole dancing classes were coming out,
Yeah.
they were kind of taboo. Now, and now it's like, it's a pole dancing class. So, whatever. And I've seen some of the stuff that they can do there.
That's insane.
I wanted to kind of get like a full, go deep and find out how much they did. So I did a lot of research.
You did.
On these pole dancing. And Matt actually helped me.
Is that so?
He took me around to all these different places.
The different clubs so you can see how it's
Yes.
done in different areas, different
Exactly.
regions of the country.
One of my house.
Matt said he had one in his house.
Oh, is that so?
I
For
heard-
research.
I slipped my back, a disc on my back. For research, Matt? Is that
Yes,
right?
yes, absolutely.
Completely for research.
Very in-depth.
Pole dancing is not as taboo as what we used to think it is, but it is a workout. And some of the stuff that I would not be surprised if this is not an Olympic sport within the next 10 to 20
I bet
years.
you're right.
I guarantee it will
If
be,
surfing
man.
is a sport,
Yeah.
pole
right?
dancing's got to be next.
Brazil
Brazil
will always
does
win,
win.
no matter what. All right. Cher, we love her. She says she will still have long hair and wear jeans even when she's 80. She had a recent interview. She's 77 years old right now. She says that she has no plans to stop wearing jeans or cut her hair because she keeps up with the trends. The singer, known for her iconic looks throughout her decades-long career, even walked the runway in September last year while dressed in a silver bodysuit. The I Believe singer, whose mom, Georgia Holt, lived until she was 96, credits her good genes for helping her stay youthful. And despite, there's other things, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, it kept that youthful look. But I love Cher. Despite her youthful appearance, she says that she's not trying to feel young. Cher previously disclosed some of her tips for maintaining her appearance in a Forever Fit, a health and wellness book that she wrote back in the 90s. And one food that she will live by, she says that rule, at least, is to avoid foods with high fat content because they actually make her sluggish and add on pounds as well.
Okay.
And you can say what you want about Cher, she's still relevant.
Yes.
And she'll still be relevant. And she is amazing looking and a great
She's
actress and does it all.
Ageless when you look at her.
She does have good
Yeah.
genes too, obviously with her mom living as long as she did, and she reinvents herself. And while she has had plastic surgery, I think that she would probably. It's not too. Yes, it's not the Madonna plastic surgery. I think
Yes.
she knows. All right, I need to stop. I hope so.
Yes,
Or
yeah.
goes to better doctors, one or the other.
Well, she's definitely an inspiration. I think she's been
think
that
so.
way since the 60s and 70s when her career got
Yes.
started, right? With Sonny
Sonny
Bono,
and Cher,
right?
Yep. And
Golly.
then I remember she first went into acting.
Yeah.
Kind of turned heads.
Moonstruck.
Moonstruck.
She won an Oscar.
Snap
for it.
out of it.
Snap out of it.
She's great.
Well, we're pretty sure that Cher won't be sharing a meal with this couple. Over the course of 8 years, John and Carrie Ricklin have eaten at half the diners in the state of New Jersey. John soon discovered there are about 415 active diners in the Garden State, and throughout their journey, the Ricklins have visited 217 of them. Now, even with their busy work schedules, the duo spend their free time trying to tick the remaining 200 off their list. John is a self-proclaimed foodie and likes to order different things, while Carrie enjoys a go-to salad or tuna sandwich. But whether it is burgers, wraps, paninis, or breakfast for dinner, the couple says it is the experience they enjoy the most.
I like hearing that because the experience is together.
Yeah,
They're able to do that.
absolutely.
I enjoy that. Well, today we are going to get your blood pumping. Don't fret. We're going to give you a chance to sound off. It's basically a segment we've been working on. It's called Get Flash, where we give you kind of a scenario and you tell me if you actually kind of agree or disagree with you. Here's the first story. A woman set to give birth does not want her stepmom in the birthing room with her. Her mom passed away when she was about 6 years old, and although her stepmom has been in her life since she was 8 and tried to adopt her, she says no at all.
Okay.
So you're probably thinking stepmom is a bad mom, right? And the answer is no. The woman says that she's a great mom and has 4 stepbrothers, but no one could fill the void left by her bio mom. Is she wrong for keeping the stepmom?
I don't know. Does she want anybody in the room with her?
I would imagine. Well, imagine her husband. If we just
Yeah.
want to pull out, let's say she has her husband, which
Okay.
makes sense, or the father
Yeah.
or the baby, one or the
Okay,
other.
okay, I could see that. I mean, it's a personal decision. I think it's nice to involve everybody, but it's also that mom-to-be's personal decision who she wants.
It 100 should be,
Yeah.
by all means. And I've seen things, having 4 kids.
That you probably don't want to see, that you can never unsee.
And you forget about it until you think back about it. But
Yeah.
you forget about it because you're like, oh my gosh, my child is coming into this world. And then when you're talking about it like I am now, I'm seeing what I saw.
I wouldn't want anybody to see me in that kind of.
I can tell that from you.
So,
Yeah, all right.
so I think the stepmom's better off.
I think stepmom, don't worry, she still loves you.
Yeah.
Hey, just let her have her time. More Flash, more fun coming up after this.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. As the seasons change, should you also change your wellness habit? Joining us now is nutrition and health specialist Sarah Baker with some fall wellness tips. Hi, Sarah. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Andrea. It's such a pleasure to be here.
So you've got 4 interesting tips here for us to consider adding to our fall self-care routine. Let's start with the first one. You say it's time to detox.
Yes. So, as the seasons change, and especially once the fall season gets here and it gets colder, we're not really moving as much as we were when we're outside in the summer. Also, depending where you're living, right? I'm from the Midwest. So once September and October rolls around, the weather shifts real bad. So we're not moving as much, we're not sweating as much. Sometimes our metabolism can slightly slow down, our internal temperature can slightly slow down, and that can somewhat impact our body's ability to detox. So we always want to support our detox pathways. And what those are our detox organs, our colon, our liver, our gallbladder, kidney, lymphatic system, all the systems in our body that helps us eliminate toxins, excess hormones, anything that needs to go down and out of our body. So how do we support this as we are transitioning to fall? One, we really want to support our colon so that we are having regular bowel movements. I know it's TMI, but I talk about bowel movements all day at my practice. So eating things like higher fiber foods, this really helps support regularity. So more produce, seasonal, starchy veggies like pumpkin, squash, and then bonus points if you can take 1 ounce shot of aloe vera juice at night.
Ooh.
That can really help get things moving. You can kind of take it like a shooter, or you can mix it in either to like a smoothie or a tonic, and that is really beneficial. And then apple cider vinegar in the morning is another really great technique to help support the liver, because we really want to be supporting our liver and bile secretion during the fall months, just because the bile is what helps us break down those heavier comfort meals that we like chicken pot pies, all the sweets and treats now that Halloween is coming up. So bile from our liver is what helps break all that down. And then also hot and cold therapy in the shower. That's really great for our lymphatic system, and it's really great for our immune system as well. And then there's also different sorts of like supplements and herbs that support our different detox pathways. So triphala, which is an Ayurvedic herb for colon support, Swedish bitters or milk thistle tea for the liver, all sorts of those bitter herbs is what really supports our fall detox pathways.
Okay, let's talk about warm spices. This is second on your list.
Taking advantage of all the wonderful warming spices really helps keep up our metabolism and that internal fire in our body. So, as the weather gets colder, our metabolism can slowly decrease just to help us tend to transitioning seasons. So a lot of warming spices like turmeric, cinnamon, clove, and cardamom really help increase our thermogenic rate, thus helping support an increased metabolism and heat within the body. So what you can do, you can get Ceylon cinnamon, it's Ceylon. That is great to add to your morning beverages like tea or coffee. What Ceylon cinnamon does is it also stabilizes your blood sugar. And then turmeric, you can do your golden milk. I love adding turmeric to my scrambled eggs in the morning. Is a really, really great anti-inflammatory spice as well. And then clove and cardamom, those are really great warming spices. Those can be incorporated into teas, but then also you can add them into your curries or your warming stews during this fall season as well.
Okay, speaking of, you say soup for breakfast is another great way to shake things up for the fall.
Yeah, it's so funny. Whenever I recommend soup for breakfast to my clients, they look at me side-eyed until they try it. So do not shake it until you try it. Soup for breakfast is awesome because what it does, it front loads your day with nutrients. So it helps your gut health journey. It stabilizes blood sugar levels so that you have energy throughout the day. And it really ensures that you are getting fiber, produce, and protein in your morning. So I always like to do very veggie forward soups like coconut-based tomato bisque soup or veggie chicken soup. That way you're full throughout the morning, but you're really nourishing yourself with a nice warming and grounding meal. And bonus points, it still revs up that metabolism.
And I love that you're getting your vegetables sort of first thing in the morning. Not to say you're getting them out of the way, but you're making sure that you're getting some of them.
Definitely. Yeah. You want to, and if you think about it, when you wake up, you want the first thing that you're consuming to be something that is savory, one, so that it balances your blood sugars. A lot of times when people have like overnight oats or something that's a little bit more sweet for breakfast, they kind of start their day off with a blood sugar roller coaster.
Yes.
And then that can lead to more carb cravings. So soup and savory soup really ensures that you're setting your day up for success.
Sarah, last one on your list here, clean indoor air.
Yes. So now a lot of us, especially in the Midwest and a lot of other states, we're closing our windows a little bit more than usual when the colder months roll through. So that means that we are breathing our indoor air and we're in our indoor environment more than normal. So we want to do a lot of things to make sure our environment is at a really great foundation to support our health. So one, making sure we have quality air, right? So getting really good high quality air purification systems, changing your filters in your furnace regularly at least once a month, and then also swapping out all your products for non-toxic cleaning products. I always like doing the old school way and just getting a big bottle of white vinegar, mixing it with equal parts water, and adding great essential oils there. That's a natural antimicrobial so that you can clean your kitchen, your bathroom with that concoction. Or there's a brand called Koala. That is my favorite non-toxic cleaning brand. And then also another really important one, because now that pumpkin spice season is here, all of us fall lovers love to light up our pumpkin spice candles. Make sure you open your windows when you're burning candles, just because a lot of times, my one toxic trait is still I love my candles. But if you're inhaling candles a lot, that can essentially kind of create more endotoxins or an estrogen buildup in the body, which is not good for us ladies. So if you're going to enjoy your candles, open up those windows and then get those air purifiers working up, and you'll be doing yourself good.
Excellent advice, Sarah Baker. Always great to have you, and I see how we incorporated the pumpkin spice in there. For more information on Sarah, head to balancedbabe.com.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. Mitch English here. Every week we like to find out what's happening in the world of music. So we're going to check in with our buddy Fabian Marcona from Daily Flash Latino. He's got the beat.
Hey guys, it's time to get you in tune with some of your favorite artists. I'll show you what's new and what's coming up. First off, we have Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo has officially launched her long-awaited album, Guts. She delivers a refreshing pop rock sound that will bring nostalgia to the early 2000s alternative listeners. One of many and fun upbeat tracks is Get Him Back, with lyrics like, "Wanna kiss his face with an uppercut." The track is all about wanting to get sweet revenge on a former lover that treated you awful. And word has it around the town that she might be the next Taylor Swift coming up. And, we're making a couple of Swifties jealous with the new 2000s generations coming through. And next up, we have Jennifer Lopez, whose net worth is a whopping $400 million. And she just inked a new record and publishing partnership with BMG, part of Sony Music Entertainment. And you know what that means, right? We're gonna start seeing the award-winning singer and actress drop loads of new music. Rumor has it J.Lo will be releasing a solo album after nearly a decade following her 2014 AKA on Capitol Records, peaking at number 8 on the Billboard 200 chart. With a new deal under a global company, J.Lo is taking the opportunity to show her fans who she really is. Her forthcoming 9th studio album is called This Is Me Now. Home to 13 new tracks. Personally, I'm thrilled to see this global superstar entertain us after even everything she's done in this industry. And it's no doubt that J.Lo is one of the hardest working women in this business, and we will be showing off those new track lists at This Is Me Now on our socials, so go follow our page on Instagram. And last but never least, we have an amazing collab with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. These two superstars came back together for Bongos. They gave their debut performance of their just released single during the MTV VMAs, and this is their second pairing following WAP, which became one of the first ever female rap collaborations to enter the #1 at Billboard Hot 100. Megan and Cardi B are both VMA nominees this year. Megan is nominated for the Direction, Best Choreography, and Best Art Direction, all for her single, Her. And Cardi B is nominated for Best Hip Hop in tandem with Glorilla for Tomorrow 2. The Real Hot Girls are unapologetically sensual and independent with a visually pleasing and colorful music video showing off their dancing skills. The fun lyrics are sure to make their way into Instagram captions everywhere. And speaking of MTV Video Music Awards, this year they went heavy with hip hop. Nicki Minaj was the MC and performed at the show. Diddy received the Global Icon Award and performed. Lil Wayne and Metro Boomin were also part of the performance lineups, and Metro Boomin also was joined by Future, A Boogie with a Hoodie, Sway Lee, and Nav, and show celebrated a 50th anniversary salute to hip hop.
Hey, welcome to this week's version of Is It True? Each week we are going to try and debunk and discuss some of those Mandela effects. Now, you guys know what the Mandela effect is, right?
Explain it.
So the Mandela effect is this is theory that came out back in the mid-2000s that everybody thought Nelson Mandela had died in the 1980s. He didn't really die until 2013. So it's the whole idea that there may be an alternate universe where these real things, they seem real, but they didn't really happen.
Like our memory is wrong because
Yes.
we think, okay, well, we just accepted it as truth, and it was not truth.
Like not knowing pickles.
Not
or
knowing
pickles.
not
in the
knowing
grocery
pickles was
store.
on the pickle jars
Okay.
in the grocery store.
All right.
You're the weird guy looking for all the pickles on there.
All right.
People will remember that.
You're gonna blow our minds with
Yes,
it.
so we're going to do one of these weekly, and please feel free to send us your examples or anything you want us to try and debunk. So the first one we're going to do this week, and we all remember this crew of wily bears, and it was the Berenstein?
Yes,
or
Berenstein.
Bears?
Berenstein.
Berenstein.
They were a Jewish family. They were Jewish bears.
So the answer
That
is
came, right? Am I right or wrong on that? They were Jewish bears that came over from the old country. The Berenstein. It makes sense.
Berenstein.
well, it was actually the Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain?
Yes.
Berenstain?
Yes.
So they weren't Jewish.
See, look how it was spelled.
Oh!
Berenstain Bears.
Because the people that they named it after them.
So
right?
the confusion is because there were knockoff copies sent out for years that ended up going to children's to the kindergartens, to all their places. So that's they automatically established that with the way you say it.
And were they
Berenstain.
misspelled?
Yes.
Miss said was Berenstein.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the original it was and always has been Berenstein.
Berenstain.
or Stain. Rather.
Stain, right?
But
with
then,
the A.
but then, so the knockoffs took the Berenstain
knockoffs took over,
and
yeah.
called them Berenstein.
Right.
Okay.
So
Now-
it's just because you see so many of them in front of you, so you automatically assume that for
Yeah.
the rest of your life.
Well, it's kind of the candy Good and Plenty. They used to be Plenty and Good.
No, they didn't.
No, they did not. I'm trying to start.
Are you starting
You know,
a Mandela
I'm
effect?
starting a Mandela effect.
Your own Mandela effect.
How about hot tamales?
They were tamales that were hot.
They've never been hot.
They've never been hot? They were just tamales. I love these sort of things. And then
These are
folks,
great.
they want to just, drop you an email?
Send
What
an
do they do?
email, mattd@ksaent.com, or just hit me up on Facebook at Matt Doolittle on all the platforms, and we'll try to debunk those or find the real reason that you think those things. There's a ton of them out there. It's crazy how many there are.
Oh, I'm just telling you, my child is all a lie now, man.
It's
Thanks
like
for
a
changing.
mind
one would.
bender.
Here I thought they were Jewish bears that came from the old
They
country.
come from the old country.
With
Make
the
a nice
Torah.
way.
Ha! What? Come on over. You're Berenstain. We have got more Daily Flash, more fun, and I have a trip to HR.
Yes, you do.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
Hi, I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
You know when they say hiding in plain sight, you always hear that sort of thing?
Yes.
I found out something the other day. We were talking about this on my radio show, and I was like, what? I was like, what? What?
Just like that.
What? I did want to. Anyway, and this might freak y'all out too. All right. Guys, who likes pickles? Just clap. You like pickles if you like
Sure,
pickles. Okay.
sure.
When you go to the store
Okay.
and you look for pickles,
Yeah.
what's your favorite brand? We can yell it out.
Vlasic.
Vlasic, Well, that's a type of.
the one with the bird.
The bird, that's plastic. Do you know all the major pickle jars? Yeah. The word pickle is never shown at all.
See, this totally blows my mind.
Now there are
How is
some
that
like
possible?
regional and smaller ones.
Yeah.
That will say pickles, but like Velastic, Clausen, and all them. Let me give you an example, since we don't have them all here. I did a quick Google search.
Okay, thanks.
And I did no doctoring on this. Go to the grocery store, and next time you go, you'll see it. You don't see any. You can even zoom in on this, Christian, if you're. Do you see pickles on that anywhere? No. So Velastic,
Just
Velastic. There's
Spears.
Mount Olive, right? This is bread and butter. Velastic. Okay, Grillo's Pickles, they do it. Mount Olive, and then Velastic again. Now I want to show you some other ones.
They got Stackies, Spears.
Okay.
They go by
what about
the
Clausen? Clausen. Nowhere on it does it say pickles.
Wow.
So
that is crazy.
they asked the company, they go, well, why don't you guys put pickles on your pickle jar? And they go, well, we pretty much think people know what it
This
is
day and
inside.
age, you don't know. Have you seen Idiocracy?
Right. Well, do we have to do that?
Yes.
I'm like, well,
I'm surprised.
We kind of want to know. The people at the owner of Grillo's Pickles had come out and said, hey, why do you put pickles and all the other companies don't? And they go, we never noticed it. We just figured they were pickles.
I've never noticed
I didn't
that.
either. So it's kind of hiding in plain sight. So now when I go through the pickle aisle, I'm like, where's pickles? You'll find some of the smaller brands, I think, might be one of but Velastic, they said, there's no need. People know that it's pickles.
It's like blind trust. You just assume it says pickles on the jar, right?
On there, they'll say stackers. They'll see slices, spears. This one says hamburger, ovals.
Ovals,
but you never see the word pickle on there.
Interesting.
There you
Okay,
go.
well
Now you
now
know
we
something.
know. Now I'm going to the grocery store.
So
later
now,
today.
when Liza tells me to pick up pickles, I go, well, I didn't see them anywhere. You had to.
Look for the weird guy checking out.
Checking out the pickles.
Pickles, is that a verb or a noun? I don't know.
Exactly.
All right, Elon Musk wants birth rates to increase globally, but he believes only people of a certain level of intelligence should reproduce. The 52-year-old Tesla CEO, who quietly welcomed a third child with ex-girlfriend Grimes, is no stranger to voicing his opinions on procreation. In July of 2022, Musk, aka Iron Man, tweeted that he was doing his best to help the underpopulation crisis. Now he claims that low birth rates were a much bigger risk to civilization than global warming.
Wow.
It is worth noting that Musk has 11 children with 3 different women. Walter Isaacson, the author of Musk's forthcoming biography, revealed the tech mogul offered to donate his sperm to the Neuralink exec so the kids would be genetically his if he so wanted to do that.
All right, well, and if they get the turkey baster and make all that happen, it's always funny. The people at top always want to say, well, I can change everything. But he's somebody that comes out to say stuff so that we talk about it.
Yes.
And I like Elon Musk.
I do too.
I kind of admire the guy. Though, at the same time, everything he says, I'm like, okay, he's just being Elon Musk.
Well, and if somebody could have 11 children, I'll give him that because he's got billions of dollars, so he can take care of those kids. Not everybody can have 11 kids with 3 different women and be able to afford it.
And then the names that he gives them.
Yeah,
I always think that's mean to the kids. Though.
I do too.
But,
Mechanica, the new one.
is that what that A
is the new one?
sign?
Yeah, the
Mechanica?
symbols. He's been using COO.
But that he thinks differently.
He does.
And that's
But we
why
we love us some Elon.
We do. All right, this grandpa is taking a stand. Oh, grandma, rather. Me, I'm talking about me. His grandma is taking a stand upside down. She's 53 years old, and her name is Carrie Burnett, and she is a pole dancing grandma from England who says her life began once the exercise became part of her routine. And now, not only is she the best shape of her life, she says that she's able to make a living teaching others the art of the pole dance. From a young age, she battled an eating disorder, saying that her dream was to become a dancer. All of it crushed when she was told she was too fat while she was on stage in school.
My goodness.
She feels that it transformed her life. I say more power to her.
Absolutely.
I think more and more people at older age realize, I don't care. I want to do this. I admire her altogether.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Well, there's no getting away from it. Digital interactions are now a part of our daily lives. Social media site Snapchat recently announced they are taking extra steps for a safer online experience for their younger users. Joining us now with more insight is the Director of Design at Snapchat, Nona Yediger.
At Snapchat, we have a deep responsibility to our community for a safe and healthy experience, but especially to our teen users who use Snapchat every single day to talk to their closest friends. And so the new safeguards that we're announcing are really designed for our teen users, and they include measures that make it more difficult for strangers to connect with teens on Snapchat, tools that give us the ability to remove accounts more quickly when they post inappropriate content. Our new website, parents.snapchat.com, offers resources so parents can have these conversations with their teens. And that's in addition to our existing parental tools. We have something called Family Center within our app. With Family Center, a parent can connect with their teen, see who their teen is friends with, who their teen's been talking to, and offer some content controls as well. Please visit parents.snapchat.com for resources and tools to stay safe with your teens online.
All right, now that the kids are back at school, it's time to get back into your routine and start focusing on health, exercise, and nutrition. Registered dietitian Amy Goodson has more.
For a whole health approach this season, check out AmericanFitnessIndex.org. This is a science-based annual ranking of America's fittest cities published by the American College of Sports Medicine and Elevance Health Foundation. And for Power Pack snacks, breakfast on the go, and the lunchbox, Dave's Killer Bread organic snack bars have 3 delicious varieties of bars made with organic ingredients, fiber, and nutrition, and they contain no artificial ingredients, preservatives, colors, or flavors. And for any meal, beef is so versatile. It delivers high-quality protein, iron, zinc, choline, and B vitamins. Check out beefitswhatsfordinner.com for delicious recipe ideas. And finally, peanuts have more protein than any other nut and contain more than 30 essential vitamins and minerals and are a good source of fiber and good fat. For delicious peanut and peanut butter recipes, check out nationalpeanutboard.org/recipes.
A new AARP survey finds older adults are not prepared for disasters, and Tom Camber, founder and executive director of Older Adults Technology Services from AARP, has more info.
A majority of older adults have not taken steps to ensure they receive information during a disaster and are more likely to be unprepared if a disaster strikes. Tom Camber, Executive Director of Older Adults Technology Services from AARP, explains.
A new AARP survey highlights the need for enhanced emergency disaster preparedness and active information seeking among older adults. As it stands now, less than 1/3 of adults 50 plus have created a comprehensive emergency plan.
Experts say it's also important for older adults to embrace technology.
Modern tools like disaster-related apps and text notifications from official national disaster resource agencies can save lives. Unfortunately, our survey found just 1 in 10 older adults are using these resources.
AARP also recommends that older adults invest in a portable emergency charger for mobile devices and suggests that all vital documents be backed up digitally. For more tips and information, visit aarp.org/disasterprep.
So the latest Hollywood cosmetic surgery trend is something called buccal fat removal.
Oh yeah, buckle. It's right here.
It's not, no, not that buckle. It's actually on the inside of your cheeks.
Oh, really?
Surgeons describe it as a permanent contour from the inside of your cheeks where they remove pockets of fat. The goal is to have a sharp, angular look to your face like some of these celebrities you see here who may or may not have had the procedure. Doctors warn it's not for everyone, as there's always risks involved with surgery, and it can be a bit pricey, with some procedures starting at $4,500. But it gives that extreme high cheekbone look.
The duck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you
Yes.
saw, right, and if you suck in on your cheeks,
Yes.
Oh,
It's the
look,
permanent
look.
ducky.
Oh, duck.
Buckle.
We got more flash after this.
Life Love Shopping is a weekly 30-minute lifestyle show hosted by Andrea Jackson. It's focused on the latest trends for your health, home, and happiness. Life Love Shopping offers viewers ways to improve their life and style, wellness, and relationships. If you live it, love it, or buy it, Life Love Shopping will talk about it.
We start today's show with the happiest jobs in America. A recent study found physical therapists take the top spot when it comes to job satisfaction.
Life Love Shopping, your life and style guide from A to Z.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. 1 year since the Inflation Reduction Act was passed, 170,000 new clean energy jobs have been created across the U.S. Joining us now to discuss is the Executive Director at Climate Power, Lori Lodes.
Just a year ago, the Inflation Reduction Act was passed, creating over 170,000 new jobs all across the country in just the past year. These are good paying jobs that strengthen our economy and grow the middle class. It means local investments all across the country. It doesn't matter if it's a big city or a small town or a rural community. There are jobs that are happening everywhere, which means better schools and better roads. It means less pollution in our air and water. And so it really is one of the most significant laws that our country has ever passed. These are jobs right here in America and jobs that cannot be outsourced. So it's construction workers and pipe fitters, electricians, mechanics, engineers, and scientists. And so these are really jobs that are possible for anybody. You can learn more at thecleanenergyplan.com. People can find out how the Inflation Reduction Act will benefit their lives and their communities.
As everyone gets back into the swing of fall routines and after-school activities, families are constantly on the search for a convenient weeknight solution that's going to save time, yet bring nutritious, delicious flavor to the table. Chef Shanari Freeman joins us now with her signature soul flavor to supercharge your next meal.
I am so excited to be here today with Ben's Original, celebrating the launch of Ben's Original 10 Medley. This is a blend of 10 different grains, vegetables, legumes, and herbs. Such a full circle moment. I grew up eating Ben's Original, so it's really fun and exciting to be here today for the launch of Ben's Original 10 Medley. So when we're thinking about like convenience and cutting back on cooking hours and just prepping for the week, the Ben's Original 10 Medley has 4 different flavors for you. So there's a Chinese style 5-spice, you have the Caribbean flavor, you also have the tomato and herbs flavor, and lastly you also have the smoky Southwest flavor. These cook in the microwave within about 90 seconds, or you can also do stovetop. Either way you decide to do it, this is going to be the final product of what it's looking like. Luckily enough, if you're looking for inspiration or somewhere to start with this product, we have a few different recipes already made and online for you. So this is our broccoli, our stir-fried broccoli using the Chinese style 5-spice. For a little bit of elevation, you can add in a little bit of protein, but it can also be a vegetable forward dish. We also have the smoky Southwest tacos here using the smoky Southwest flavor. Looking for a salad, we're doing that with the tomato and herbs flavor. This is a tomato cucumber salad. And then lastly, just to highlight the Caribbean flavor, we've made a wrap using curried chickpeas and a little bit of plantain. You can find all of these recipes and a little bit more online at bensoriginal.com.
September is National Preparedness Month and the perfect time to connect with neighbors and prepare for emergencies that might impact your community. Joining us to discuss the important tips and tools for building a neighborhood preparedness plan is Nextdoor's Head of Community, Katie Kobe. Hi, Katie.
Research shows that more connected neighborhoods are going to be able to recover from severe weather events and natural disasters much more quickly than those neighborhoods that are less connected. And Nextdoor, as an app that you can download from any app store, is designed to help build connection between people that live in that close local proximity. Upon downloading and signing up for Nextdoor, you'll instantly be connected to the people that live near you, to your local public agencies, so groups like your fire department, your public services departments that will be posting information, critical time-sensitive information that you need in the event of a disaster or any other sort of emergency. On top of that, you'll be connected to the people who live near you, and then you're able to reap all those benefits of developing a much more resilient community. To learn more, you can visit nextdoor.com/crisis. We've got a ton of tips and tricks available for you, as well as the options to sign up for Nextdoor and invite your neighbors.
All right, we are introducing a brand new segment on the show where we actually test the most viral recipes on TikTok. It's Daily Flash Test Kitchen here, and we have our little guinea pig, Matt, who's going to be trying all of our stuff here.
If it's on TikTok, it's got to not kill me, right?
Well, you never know.
At least now.
Now, right.
Headlines would differ, but.
So this is actually things, we find recipes that are on TikTok. You've seen them. They've had millions and thousands and millions of hits or whatever. So we're going to try to test them out here. Matt, you're going to be the royal tester.
Okay.
And the first one we're going to do is basically what they call the avocado grated egg toast. Okay. All you need for it's real simple. Get you some toast, any kind of bread you want. an avocado, some mayonnaise, a boiled egg, and a cheese grater. Already, this one has had 368,000 views on TikTok, and so we're going to just, let you know if it's going to work or not.
Isn't this supposed to be relatively a healthy breakfast, and you throw the mayonnaise in there, and kind of...
Mayonnaise! You don't have to overdo it with the mayonnaise.
Can I say
right?
something about this? Because one of the camera guys even made mention of this. He goes, is that Miracle Whip or salad dressing? There's a big difference between mayonnaise.
Yes.
And you got to use mayonnaise when you do this.
Yes.
All right, throw on a little bit of mayonnaise onto the toast, Maddie.
Okay.
Put it in here. And again, like I said, you can use any kind of bread.
Yep.
Thicker is probably a little bit better for it. Get you some avocados.
Using
we're
our
all
fingers,
family. We can use
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's all in presentation, so you got to lay them out nice
look
and
at you.
neat.
You're fancy. I'm messy.
So I'm just using my hand. I did wash my hands before I did this. Now,
okay.
All right, quickly, and now get you a boiled egg, and then you just want to grate it on top of it. Okay. And Matt, if you don't know what grating is, it's basically what you did on your parents' nerves.
Well, let's reverse that on those. Trust me.
So anyway, you grate it on top of that. Look how it comes out. I never knew you could really do this.
I didn't either. That's kind of new for me. And then the final product is this gorgeous looking.
You'll put a little salt and pepper on the top too.
Right
Matt,
there.
we're gonna let you try that. Tell me what you think.
Try the test one, or
go ahead. Yeah, whichever one you want.
You can try the pretty one. Yep. In the meantime, should we talk about the strawberries?
Please do. Get started.
Deviled strawberries. This was the other one. This one's got a bazillion hits on TikTok too. Now, we should mention here we've done this, and it ended up being a lot harder and took a lot longer and was a lot more tedious. And we found a different way to do the strawberry. Instead of taking the spoon as they suggested, we took a knife and then just cleaned out the strawberry. And then you add the filling and you top it off with a little chocolate and some sprinkles, and then voila, you've got some beautiful
the avocado toast
deviled
was pretty good.
Strawberries. All right, you try that one, Maddie.
All right.
All right, for more information on these great recipes, just head to our website, dailyflashshow.com. Good?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Let's look at some of the lifestyles of the rich and famous as we get to live vicariously through some celebrity real estate.
I love this. That's right. So let's get it started with the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback and two-time Super Bowl champ Patrick Mahomes, who was trying to find a buyer for his Kansas City penthouse. The asking price is $550,000. It's a 13% increase on the pad's $485,000 price tag back in 2019. Unable to match his on-field success 4 years ago, Mahomes is taking another crack at selling his 1,800 square foot starter home with 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a swanky condo, perfect place for a young chief to kick off his real estate journey. The apartment comes with 3 decks, including one on the rooftop. It's the only unit in the complex with one of those. Both the living room and primary bedroom feature fireplaces for those cold Midwest winters. Large floor to ceiling windows usher in light and views of the city below. Plus, there's a private 2-car garage with built-in storage space.
All right, it's that inconspicuous it looks like as well.
Yeah.
Well, it does look like someone jumped on this deal already. Former Van Halen bassist and backing vocalist Michael Anthony has unloaded his Glendora, California abode for $1.3 million. The home was listed back in late July for just under $2 million. The rocker put approximately $200,000 into the house for recent renovations and upgrades. The 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom residence is located 26 miles east of LA. The 2,000 square foot home was built in '76 and it features an open floor plan. The sleek remodeled kitchen has an oversized center island, stainless steel appliances, and dark wood cabinets. The living room has a gray brick fireplace, beam ceiling, and sliding doors to the backyard. The bedrooms are spacious and feature sliding glass doors for the outside access. The upgraded bathrooms feature tiled showers and sleek vanities.
And here's an opportunity for some of you clout chasers. You can now be part of the Kardashian clan. Well, kind of, sort of. Travis Barker, the drummer for the rock band Blink-182, seeking a renter for his Calabasas, California estate. The price, $25,000 a month. The more than 7,000 square foot, 6-bedroom, 6.5 bathroom mansion was built in 2006. It's situated in a gated community on a corner lot. Prepare to be impressed from the get-go. The foyer leads to a living room with large sweeping staircases, modern chandeliers, vaulted ceilings, and the flooring is chic earth tones. Soaring space blends seamlessly into the dining room. There's a primary suite with 2 sitting areas and all sorts of things, and an Olympic-sized pool.
Looks like a pool house as well. That does it for Daily Flash. We want to thank you for joining us. Y'all take care. We'll see you when we look at you. Bye-bye, everybody.